Big up YouTube. This will be my first reaction video for this channel. It's your boy Kulingani Ntwana Selokshini, and I will be known as Ukub said, the name of the description of this channel. We'll be reacting to our first video. Dan Mace will be our first reaction video inside South African taxi mafia. This guy is making like I don't know what he's thinking, trying to interview taxi mafia. So let's not waste any time and let's just get to see Uguti, what does Dan Mace have for us.
When they put a tie around your neck and ban you life.
When it comes to taxi owners, they've got rules, they've got guidelines that needs to be obeyed.
I got held up at gunpoint right here.
Already the video started and people are talking about people getting banned by tires. So people, go get your pepcorns and sit down.
It's very sensitive industry. It may cost us our lives as well.
As a following us.
The taxi unit is the most dangerous unit to be on because we'll either get stoned or shot.
Listen me carefully. We're not fighting now.
There's definitely a threat on your life.
Oh my gosh.
When starting this video, I never expected it to take such a turn. What you're about to see is the most mind-bending story I've
This is Cape Town. I thought it was
Joburg. It's by far the scariest but most necessary video I've ever made. Or is that a cop? Fuck, what do I do? No. What?
He was arrested. Oh God.
Call Jared. I've spent my life in South Africa and we've been brought up to fear taxi drivers. They aren't like regular taxis in the rest of the world. Our taxis look like this, and they're responsible for transporting 70% of the population.
So Dan Mace is not from South Africa because he just showed us the taxis from New York. So that means he's now South African and he's trying to do this video. Bruh, you got balls. You got balls.
To get to work. They are known for driving like crazy, cutting you off in traffic, speeding, driving on the wrong side of the road, peddling illegal firearms, driving under the influence, and overall just disregarding the law. One thing you're always told is to never hoot at them or get into an altercation, as chances are they have a gun. They are responsible for violent attacks against Uber drivers, for burning buses and trains for stealing their passengers, and shutting down the city with their protests. However, in just one day without minibus taxis, South Africa would lose over $116 million, which is 2.1 billion rand due to the millions of workers stranded, as well as millions of children out of school, and bring major sectors of...
Bruh, here's another thing I heard, and I know it's a fact. South Africa's economy is held up by alcohol. Alcohol has been providing more when it's come to economy South Africa. And now even taxi industry. Imagine 2.1 billion we could lose if the taxi industry could stop. These people are receiving hardcore cash. Do you think they pay enough tax? I don't think so. Because I'm sure they do not record all the money that they make. So this video is about to be exciting to people.
The economy to a near standstill. In this video, I'll be diving deep into the taxi industry and going into some of the most dangerous places in the world to uncover the truth by getting real insight into a $2.2 billion industry that's been operating under the radar for the last 38 years.
In Nyanga, 2 Cape Town taxi owners have been shot dead.
Gunshots were exchanged between the warring parties.
They were shooting at each other. We have recovered 20 firearms.
This is just one side we are constantly told by the media. So I want to find out if these taxi drivers are a safe necessity for the economy or if they are violent mobsters that should be feared and put behind bars. I have somebody that I can speak to who understands this a lot better. And that's my friend Bravo. He's from the township area where the taxi drivers operate out of. Some of these areas are extremely dangerous, but through him I'll be able to hopefully get connected to the really big taxi bosses, as he is very connected. How's it, bro? I want to make a new video, but now you told me if this is very dangerous or not.
Okay.
I want to make a video on the taxi mafia, bro.
Yeah. That's a tough call. It's very sensitive industry, and it's gonna cost us a lot. It may cost us our lives as well. Do you have a specific person in mind?
I want the main on the top of the top.
Wow. But like, let me get back to you.
Perfect, brother. Thanks, G.
Okay.
This is gonna be one hell of a scary video to make. While I waited to hear back from Bravo on the taxi boss's side of things, I decided to go down the government route and try get hold of Alan Windy, who is the premier of the governing body in the Western Cape. All I want to find out from his side is I need to get like his understanding of it from a big overview of like running an entire state. If you can send me his number, that'll be great.
You can just send your messages. You can just say, just let me know when you're free on Thursday.
Okay, thanks so much. So I just got the number for the premier of the DA of the entire Western Cape, which is the state, and that is as high up as I can get for information. So
he's even investigating the government.
Now I'm gonna message Alan Windy.
This guy.
And then I'll see. Oh, he's reading it. He's sitting there like at some politician desk. I can just imagine like, big pictures of Nelson Mandela. He's typing. I should not stay on his page. That seems too keen, eh? Gotta be like online but offline. I'm off. While I wait for Alan Windy to get back to me, I figured it's the perfect moment to speak about the paid partner that made this video possible, BetterHelp. I just finished the edit and decided to re-record the section because when I got into this video, I had absolutely no idea what it told. Confirm the time. That's all I needed. For the purpose of legitimacy, this form is divided directly in the middle. On this side, you've got what's governed by law. And then on this side is what seems to be, through research, as something that's really dangerous. I don't know what to expect. I'm going into this so blind. I'm off to Alan Windy's office. I'm just gonna pull in there and like hope for the best. What's interesting to me is with all the different forms of transport, the most unregulated form of transport is the most profitable. And then this is like really common where it's just people hanging out the back of like what we call bakkies, which are trucks. But we don't question it. It is actually pretty interesting though. That's why I want to speak to a cop, someone that like patrols the roads as well and try and get into their mind. I think that that's also a very important part of all of this. There's going to be police outside, just like hold the camera down. I'm nervous now.
You should be.
I'm here to see Alan
But
Windy.
I don't think you should be because
like an interview
you are going to the house of the premier, bro.
On the program, there's nothing.
Let me call him quickly.
How's it, Dan?
How's it, Alan? How's it going?
That cool. Are you at the gate?
I'm at the gate, yes.
I'm gonna call him now and get him to get you in.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, cool.
Sorry for the hold up.
No worries at all, bro. I totally get it. Alan met me at his residence in Cape Town, which is also known as the White House of South Africa.
The White House of South Africa.
Move things on your desk. Do whatever you like. Oh, awesome. As a South African growing up, there's like this idea that taxis are dangerous. Is this true?
There definitely is a rogue element within the taxi industry.
Yes.
And the law must follow its course there. The taxi industry should actually be the first one that says we don't have thuggery in our system. You can't have competitiveness sorted out by the end of a gun or a knife. And we really are trying to get the trains going again, because trains should be the backbone of our public transport system. That needs to be cheap, safe. At the moment, that doesn't happen here, and there's a lot of accusation that the taxi industry themselves are causing the trouble.
What I'm trying to understand is what is the relationship between the taxi industry and the government?
The taxi industry is a very important component of our economy.
Alan then explained how tensions arose in 2023 between government and the taxi industry due to law enforcement cracking down on illegal taxis operating without a permit.
They're
This resulted
repossessing
in
the
thousands
taxis.
of taxis being impounded. A full shutdown
so
of
many
all the
impounded
taxis
taxis.
was organized by the taxi associations in Cape Town, meaning that no one could get to work.
So there's no transport. We are on our way now, walking.
Unfortunately, no other transport was used as people from the protest were accused of burning buses and not allowing personal vehicles to pass the road. The city was shut down for a week. According to multiple news sources, this cost the Western Cape 5 billion rand, or $270 million, which only houses 12% of the country's employees. This also left over 450,000 kids being unable to
Taxi
attend
industry
school.
is making a lot of money.
Yeah.
To see
That's
how
why
it
these
works. I think
people are
making a
so
film about
aggressive.
this
They are
from
making a
South
lot of
Africa
money and
for
they
South
don't want to
Africa
lose
is
it.
exactly what the industry themselves need.
You hear that? Thank you so much.
All right.
Really.
Pleasure.
Got some really valuable insight there. Okay, off to go meet the big taxi boss. Well, hopefully, I don't know. I didn't hear back from Bravo yesterday, but I've been like bombarding him with messages. Sorry, Bravo. Now he sent me voice notes, which I haven't listened to.
Just spoken to my guys. They're busy making some calls. It's really not easy, that I can promise you.
I've emailed like every single taxi service to try and like get through it that way, but I haven't gotten any leads there. Just shut down. Okay.
Just imagine. Let me just stop yapping.
Okay. Another message from Bravo.
He's one of the most respected guys in the industry. Unfortunately, he's
in jail.
So the nigga is in jail, but the good thing is, I know people in jail. They do have phones, so I think they can contact him.
To sum that up, you got Bravo, then you've got his main connection who's currently in jail, and then you've got another connection. I think this guy has to say yes, and then he somehow makes contact with a big Mafia boss man. We have made contact with a man in jail. That's step number one. That's a good thing. Tomorrow's another day. I'll be back on it. Day number 6. Today into this investigation. Bravo then insisted it would be best to meet up in person as he started to get a bit hesitant.
I've
just spoken to the guys now.
Oh, Bravo, he knows what he's
First of all, those guys don't care
heading
about
himself to.
So they don't want you to maybe you can just do anything. You've got cash.
Respect.
They've got loads of those.
Yes.
So they need a proper approach. But if they give us a green light, then nobody's gonna oppose him. He's the main O.
So we're just waiting now to hopefully be able to get in there tomorrow. Oh, we can start early, bro.
Very early.
Fresh in the morning, on our way to Langa. It's Monday morning, so it's gonna be peak hour traffic. Follow me. Let's do this. Last night, after a few more discussions with Bravo, I was able to make contact with a taxi driver named Semankelo. This is kind of where Bravo, I think, decided to distance himself from this project. So this morning,
Bravo is scared, ma. He is really scared. Because he knows this is a very, very dangerous video to do. Imagine, they don't know you, all of a sudden you want to make interviews with the taxi mafias. Dan Mace, I'll give you the props, bro. You need to be given props about this video.
I'm going to experience firsthand what it's like through the eyes of a high-ranking taxi driver. Hey guys.
Hey, shop.
Are you guys waiting for a
Shout out
taxi?
to Bravo, bro. Shout out to Bravo.
No, we're waiting for a taxi, yeah.
And why do you take a taxi and not the Golden Arrow bus?
The Golden Arrow bus here is standing for it's just till 6 o'clock and then they will go to their station.
Thank you so much, bro. What we found out this morning is that the buses only start operating at around 6 and later than 6. Everything else is just minibuses. They start work at 4 a.m. Look here. Minibus. So
sorry for network. I got Wi-Fi
on the buses
from KFC. As you can see,
this is like not in any way safe.
KFC Wi-Fi, yeah.
Once before, and a guy pulled a gun out.
Okay, I'm yapping a lot.
We're shooting another phone.
Hello?
Semankelo, how's it going? It's Dan speaking.
Hello,
Dan, how are you?
Ah, good man, good.
Are you in Langa at the moment?
I'm in Langa, yeah, I'm in Langa.
Okay, sharp.
Sharp, my bro. Okay, cheers. For all we know, this is him racing past, bro. I'll follow you. How random is that, bro? How you, my bro? I'm ready. Yeah, this is you.
This is the
cleanest taxi in the whole run, my bro. We're just about to do a pickup and then we're gonna drive around. I go in the car so long.
Now you can go in.
Okay. I keep this and then I give to him.
Cheetah was confused when people are giving him money.
You were a cashier for now.
Yeah. What I didn't realize is that no one sits up front because then you immediately become responsible for counting the money.
Yeah.
Dude. Six, two. Now you're making me do maths. 3, 4, 4 and change. It's £1. Or 2 people. 3 people.
Does he has a camera? He has a calculator. He has a calculator. Oh. Thank God for where I'm from. They usually have conductors, people who get in passengers in the taxi and count the change. Bruh, you know, it's hard to sometimes to make these changes for people, because sometimes people will come with 200 rand and maybe 3 of them, they will give you 200 rand. The calculator.
On this one. 4 round change there. Don't worry, bro. I've got it. Did someone need 40 round change?
No, everyone is sorted with change.
Everyone's paid.
Everyone.
We are up now. Somehow.
Somehow.
Wing shit. You gotta keep it tight up in here. Yeah, 9 o'clock, then I must go to Nyanga. Nyanga, it's interesting.
Look at the sister's eye. He was like, did you see the sister's eye? Sure.
You gotta keep it tight up in here.
When they started speaking about Yanga, he was like,
yeah, 9 o'clock, then I must go.
Dangerous place. I've never been to Cape Town.
Nyanga.
Look.
Nyanga, it's interesting.
Look. Mace, do I shoot it? Whoa. We are Pimlung. Dan Mace.
Must be ready to meet your maker. Good
Be
luck.
prepared to meet your maker. Wow.
I then met up with La, who is the plug to get me into Nyanga as safely as possible. Now we're going into Nyanga.
Most dangerous in South Africa.
I need to make ads, bruh. I do not have premium. Do not have premium. Sorry. Don't have premium.
So yeah, our escort.
This is the guy.
This is escort the buggy.
He's making sure that no one's gonna shoot at the car.
I see them when they put a tire around your neck and someone light it.
They put a tire around
your
you
neck
and then light it.
Light it, yeah. They ban you life.
Bruh. These niggas.
Time to do this. Our escort then took us to the main offices, which just didn't turn out the way I expected.
Are you about to become a Ramon? No cameras are allowed. Bruh. We're gonna miss out.
Alright, out of respect, I won't show any of the footage I obtained here, but I can paint it out for you. I got told to enter this dark container, which is a boardroom of sorts. I have been in many sticky situations making films in the past, but this was by far the scariest, as I had no idea at what point this could take a twist for the worse. In short, I was interrogated on what this film or this project is about, and I had to tread the line very carefully, as I do understand why they are cagey about the media. But my intention here is not to paint them in a bad light, however to uncover the truth. Unfortunately, they were still skeptical, and I was given a number of some other guy and then told to leave. It's just phone call after phone call after phone call at this point. And after speaking to him on the phone in length, I decided that it's probably best to not continue with this project.
So, what's the plan now?
I have no fucking plan of what to do now, bro. Until I got this email.
I thought this was the end of the video.
It's just past 4 a.m. and I'm about to go in undercover squad cars with the police to patrol the highway and see how it works. Now that I've experienced what it's like to be inside a unregulated taxi, it'll be great to be inside of a regulated police vehicle. traffic on Mr.
Now you're going to the police.
Where you
Nah, bro.
usually don't want to be.
If they see you in a police car, they are never gonna trust you. But let's see. Maybe I'm just bugging.
The place is just filled with traffic cops. I don't know where we're going. I then met up with Inspector Besaidenote, who leads the taxi task team where they patrol the roads, mainly looking for taxis operating illegally.
We're waiting now. The police are doing a briefing over there, and we don't have bulletproof vests, and they will have bulletproof vests. Apparently there's a lot of shootings and stuff.
This is the most dangerous traffic task team to be a part of due to the volatility of...
These are traffic officers. They are not police. These are traffic officers. So he might be not that, they just want to be.
Taxi drivers, in most cases, leading the officers on high-speed chases and into the township areas where they are met with gunfire.
So in one morning, how many impounds do you reckon you do?
I think about 50 easy.
50?
50 impound?
Darkness, that's the best. Element of surprise.
How many cars are there in how many taxis are there in Cape Town? 50 impound.
Pull this one over.
A day.
Should we stay in the car?
No, you can get up to one. Give your driver's license, pick a piece and your permit.
See down the road there's another vehicle that's just been pulled over.
So you're off route. We are going to impound your van.
Okay.
Officer Scholz is driving his vehicle now. Because he's dropping off staff now.
Since you can't get
well, he's only dropping it off now. He's not picking him up again.
Is it 65,000 rand?
Do you have to pay it then and there? Or
No, he's going to go to jail.
I think we're going to go and see another taxi now.
65,000 rand. What is that 65,000 rand for? Does he owes money, or it's for the tickets? Because they just said he's going straight to jail. Oh, bruh.
Driver's license quickly, please, man. Aren't you supposed to be doing a pre-trip inspection before you drive?
He's not giving them any answers. He's just standing there and looking at them. Nigga, you're gonna go to jail. You have to answer questions.
No, I'm charging him now.
And looking for what?
And I'm going to suspend his
Another
car as
one
well.
going to jail.
No headlights, no taillights.
Car suspended.
You have to physically go drive in the Yangon. There you don't do a traffic stop. Yes, I mean, the chances of you getting shot is about 99%.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
99%?
So ran it through the police now. Police.
Cape Town might be dangerous. I never thought Cape Town is that dangerous.
Like I said, we've got no mercy when it comes to this. At the end of the day, it's your job.
As much as there is law that has to be enforced, I just can't help thinking that some of these men are just fathers trying to support their families.
Bruh.
After a new wave of conflicted emotions, I realized once again the importance of telling the story. So it's time to dive right back in. I understand now why the route I took in the beginning to make contact with the head of the entire taxi industry, Mandla Hermanus, was wrong, and why I got turned away. And this is because the media just extorts them for negative stories. However, I have a new approach, which is to speak to the person one under Mandla and win his trust over first.
So Mandla is the head of the association of Santaco, because Santaco is everywhere. Even where I'm from, we have Santaco, and they are the ones who have been controlling the taxi industry. So Mandla is the boss. I think Mandla is the boss of the taxi industry.
And if I can do this, I know that through Alan Windy, I can get in with the main head of crime and traffic law enforcement, JP Smith. Basically, in essence, these two are the rivals on top of all this chaos. And then I'll finally have the answer to the ultimate question, which is, are the taxis the best solution for transport when looking at the economy as well as safety, or are they just violent mobsters that should be put behind bars? Okay, now time to meet with the person one underneath Mandla, Mr. Nkululeko, the PRO for Carter. And this meeting means it's back to Nyanga for me.
Can't believe I'm going back to Nyanga. Thought the last time would be my last time there. And I've got no escort this time or security. There's the container that they fucking put me in the last time. Look at this. Just a week ago, this is where they burnt a whole bunch of taxis.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
seems a little bit more laid back. I don't know if it's because we've gone through
Violence
like the right
outside,
chain of
bro.
command.
There is
Might be wrong
violence.
though. The goal is to get to Mandla, and I've I've got to get through this to get to Mandla.
Yeah.
Dan.
Kululeko, Caterpillar, pleased to meet you.
Do you know, bruh, I had a dream to do logistics, and I wanted to be part of the truck industry, not taxis, truck industry, because maybe it's because I've never heard too many noise about the truck industry. Maybe there is violence in the truck industry. It's just that we do not hear about it. But you can see taxis. People are banning each other's taxis. This is war, bro. War.
Good to meet you. Would you say that the impounding is like one of the major problems?
People are out of business because of impounding.
Yeah.
Just ask yourself why the Western Cape is so passionate about impounding our vans. This business was established by the black person and then it is run successfully by the black person. The government always want to see how do we run this business so successful. This business is not subsidized. It is run from the pocket of a certain individual. There might be wrongdoings here and there, but we want this industry to be respected by the community as well as the government, which is not easy under these circumstances that we're facing at this point in time. Remember, the taxi, there's a lot of people that are fed by that taxi. You look at the driver's got a wife and kids. There's a car wash that needs to be fed by that driver. There's ladies that are selling stuff at the taxi rank. That taxi doesn't only belong to the owner. That taxi is feeding a lot of people, of which the government would believe is failing to do that.
Thank you so much for your time. That was really, really great. I was able to get Mandla's number, which is good. I'm a taxi boss.
You too.
After my experience so far, I've come to realize the devastation that is caused to so many lives when a taxi is impounded or destroyed. My question here is, why are so many getting impounded? Is the system actually working in improving the taxi driving behavior, and why are taxis being torched in these ranks? To understand this further and finally wrap up all these questions, I need to speak with the highest form of authority on both sides. And now that I've set up a meeting with Mandla, I set up a meeting with JP Smith, the man responsible for safety and security in the city of Cape Town. JP Smith seems like quite an intense person. This is like the definitive one side. Oh my, bro, yeah, all the taxis. There's so many. I was told to meet JP at the main impound lot where all the taxis are taken, and as I walked in, I noticed
so many cars impounded, bro.
Are you guys here to fetch your impounded taxi? Yes. They're impounding lots of taxis.
All the time, every day. I think what's happening here in Western Cape, they're just making money on us. You see that one, I supposed to pay 50,000. That's why I told you now, my one was pounded on November. It's only now that I have money to come to fetch it.
What's your name?
Chris.
Hello?
Yeah.
Dan.
Hello.
Thanks, guys.
So
this
many
whole
taxis
journey has been so
impounded,
eye-opening. I guess that's why I'm so nervous to interview JPs, because I've heard from the one side, now I'm hearing from the other side, and my brain's just going crazy, and it's like so conflicted with all these different narratives.
I then met JP, and he showed me around the impound, where vehicles either have a short stay before their owners pay the 15,000 rand.
I'm sure these guys are making a lot of money when they're impounding these cars, because, bro, I'm sure there are more than 110,000 of those cars that I just saw. Bro, so many cars.
And release fee, or meet their final resting place due to owners not having the funds to pay. However, as witnessed on my drive along, a lot of these taxis are being impounded for driving off route. So to understand more, I sat down with JP to discuss how everything works.
Their main complaint is saying that the only reason for the impounding is to make money. What would the response be?
Vehicles impounded in terms of the National Land Transportation Act. This is the designated pound. We are expanding it now. We will have additional such pounds. None of the money that comes out of the impoundment comes back to the traffic department. So it's absolutely not about the money. It is absolutely about the driving behavior. If a taxi takes offense to you, it is not uncommon to see a taxi driver get out and come and smash a window in or assault another driver. This happens all too frequently.
JP then explained the main two reasons for taxi impounds are either driving without a permit or driving off the route declared by their permit. The government tries to regulate the taxi industry by providing taxis permits to ride on a specific route. This aims to eliminate other associations driving on another's route. However, as seen in this video, that obviously doesn't work because of where these taxi drivers live. Some of them literally have to cross the road that they're not allowed to drive on just to pick up passengers. The war of power and control of these routes are always driven by the hunger for money, which often ends up in bloody battles needing to be stopped by law enforcement officers.
Police have come to me and said there is definitely a threat on your life. The hitman to kill you is already here. If you know it to be the right thing to do, you will do it. If the city does not impound, the consequence is a taxi war.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm not going to take any more of your time.
No problem.
And I really, really appreciate it. This just keeps on getting bigger and bigger.
He said he is.
No wonder no one's ever made a film about this before, because it's just... Looking back, it's really hard to explain how deeply this journey has affected me. I've made real friendships on both sides of a broken,
This has been a
violent
good
system.
video, bro.
People
Oh
who have
God.
welcomed me into their lives with open arms and unfiltered truth. As a filmmaker, I'm supposed to stay neutral. But how do you stay impartial when you've seen the cost of corruption through someone else's eyes? Tomorrow is the final day of filming, and maybe, just maybe, I'll find the missing piece. The glimpse of hope that the system can change. And the pain carried through every interview, every street corner, might finally make sense. I spent all of last night writing 8 very, very intense questions. These questions could be pushing a little bit too hard. However, this is what will sum up this whole film. I do feel that it's very fair, but I am nervous. I don't want this to take a wrong turn.
Oh, he still has to
We are
interview
about to
Mandla.
pull up to Mandla Hermanus' main office. This documentary is also... Oh my god, whoa. Taxi almost knocked into me. Ironically. Can you imagine getting knocked over by a taxi like right outside? Yeah. This last question is what will sum up this entire film. Just don't know if he's gonna answer it or not. What's crazy is there's like, now we in this like controlled building. Like we're going from like the informal settlements and now we in like this very big building. The main, the tip top. Man, the
Santown.
We made it. Setting up for Mandla's interview. Everything in here is like very organized. What would you say the real reason behind the reoccurring violence within the taxi industry? Is it the turf wars
Let's listen,
or
chat. Let's
is it
listen.
the lack of regulation?
It starts with the turf wars, and it starts with sometimes it's a bigger association wanting to take over a route that belongs to a small association. There's no requirement for Santaco to give input to say whether the department can or cannot issue an operating license. So that relationship is always between the taxi operator and the Department of Transport. We actually wrote to the city of Cape Town to say, please have cameras around the taxi ranks. But that has still not happened. Over 100 minibus taxi operators killed in 1 year.
Bruh, why it hasn't happened for this long time? Because there is violence. Don't they want to catch all the people who are causing violence? Imagine all those taxis that have been burned. If there were cameras, those people who were burning those taxis, we could have known them. Sometimes the department does not want to do their job, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't think our lives matter that much to government.
Sure.
Yeah, so they are not bothered.
What does a better system look like?
The impoundment, it has not changed the driving behavior, but it has punished the operators and made millions for the city. If as Santaco, we can actually have a control room to monitor the driving behavior, because as soon as drivers start to realize that their actions are being monitored, that's when their behavior changes. That's when our vehicles become safe. It was a program called Blue Dot, and it did exactly that.
The Blue Dot program was a Western Cape government initiative to improve minibus taxi safety, reliability, and professionalism. Taxis were fitted with trackers to monitor driving behavior, and operators earned financial incentives for safe driving. The program reduced accidents and improved commuter satisfaction, but it ended due to funding constraints, despite positive impacts.
These things could be done with...
We need this here in KZN, bro. I'm just gonna say it. You need someone who's gonna instill this Blue Dots thing, because imagine we will not experience more accidents, and drivers are gonna be paid for driving well, extra money on top of your salary. Why would you reject that? But these guys just like to drink alcohol every time.
The money that goes to the bus companies, and they get 1.3 billion every year. Which one is more valuable, to give 1.3 billion to a company that operates 1,300 buses than giving $500 million to an industry of 16,000 taxis that are transporting 70% of the people you are supposed to subsidize as government? Yeah.
I don't envy your job, eh? It must be so difficult. Sure.
I wouldn't take
just
his
wanted
job
to say,
too,
yeah,
bro.
thank you so much for your
No,
time.
it's my pleasure.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Oh, that was great. It's crazy how scared I was before going in, and then meeting Mandla, and he's just so open, and he just wants to share his side of the story, and head back and do my final breakdown. Okay, here's my conclusion. The taxi industry in the Western Cape is not just transport, it is survival. It moves millions of people every single day. Millions. Low-income workers, school children, single mothers, all relying on a system born from apartheid's neglect. But that system is chaotic. It is unregulated, untaxed, and often violent. And that chaos is not random. It is what happens when people are excluded from the formal economy for generations. For the most part, taxi drivers are not criminals, they are survivors. Most of them do not have degrees, they have debt. They have families to feed, they have no safety net. But yes, they are warlords. They are power struggles, just like in any industry. And there is millions in untaxed cash moving through the system. The government responds with regulations, impoundments, corporate-run alternatives. But to the drivers, this feels like punishment and not partnership. If we want real change, we need a deal, not a crackdown. Let the drivers co-own their future. Create fair taxation that does not destroy livelihoods. Digitize the system, set safety standards. Protect the child trying to get to school and the driver just trying to get home. Again, this is not about transport, it is about dignity. It is about power, it is about survival. Solve that and we do not just fix taxis, we lift the country.
That was a banger, bro. That was a banger, bro. I won't lie. The video was a banger. Dan Mace, you deserve to be given props, bro. No one would have thought to do this kind of video, and I do think you deserve my subscription. Oh, I need to sign in. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to. I'm logging into a different YouTube, so he deserve props, and I think I'm going to subscribe to his channel because what he just showed is something that is amazing, bro. He didn't paint anyone wrong in a bad way. Whatever he spoke about was everything was good. He didn't say bad drivers. Let me just stop this. He didn't speak about the taxi drivers about Djibouti. They're not bad drivers. He didn't like paint anyone in a bad way. He just wanted to understand the industry, and even if you want to join this industry of a taxi association, you can watch this video and try to understand more about it. And I give you props, bro. You had balls to make this video, and I won't lie, it was very, very exciting. So chat, if you enjoyed this video, you know what you have to do. So just subscribe to the channel and give me likes. Make sure you like the video so I could do another reaction, because there are so many videos that we can react to in YouTube. So goodbye. Dango.